Bullying and harassment allegedly taking place in the very office at Atlanta Public Schools that investigates those sorts of complaints. Channel 2 investigative reporter Justin Gray with us now live in Midtown and has obtained a copy of the new lawsuits against Atlanta Public Schools.
Yeah, Justin, this lawsuit was just filed in federal court last week. It alleges that the very office that's supposed to investigate things like bullying or discrimination was overrun with the problem itself.
The very department that is supposed to be protecting the rights of employees in Atlanta Public Schools was not protecting the rights of some of its own employees. That's the profound irony in this case.
Attorney Artur Davis represents two former Atlanta Public Schools employees, Fonda Price and Christy Walker, who say they were forced to resign from the APS Employee Relations Department last year. The women allege in this federal lawsuit that it started when their complaints about bullying from a coworker were ignored. In a signed statement filed with the Equal Opportunity Commission, Price wrote that she watched the coworker go into rages. Walker wrote that, quote, he physically confronted me. Both women allege their supervisor, Tony Sellers-Pitts, instead punished them for filing complaints against first the coworker, then Sellers-Pitts herself. Walker alleging Sellers-Pitts threatened that if any of us thought about making complaints about her, we needed to know the head of HR was her sorority sister.
It's one thing to have a bad actor employee, but it's another thing to have a department that doesn't protect people who are bold enough to come forward.
APS tells us in a statement, quote, Atlanta Public Schools has not been served with this lawsuit and does not comment on pending litigation. The school district did eventually part ways with Tony Sellers-Pitts last fall. The lawsuit quotes an internal memo that APS received numerous complaints from principals, staff, and employees regarding Tony Sellers-Pitts.
APS appears to have waited until they feared getting sued. APS should have acted when it was clear people were being hurt.
And the lawsuit seeks not only money, but also an order that APS prevent this kind of discrimination and retaliation in the future. Reporting live in Midtown Atlanta, Justin Gray, Channel 2 Action News.